Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I want to talk to you today a little bit about staying sober for today, and that's what it's all about, really. One day at a time. We just don't, you can't say, I want to stay sober for the rest of my life. You got to deal with it a day at a time. And I'm sure that, doing it that way works. Doing it that way is sufficient. But I want to talk a little bit today about honesty and how important it is, for our recovery to be good, for our recovery to be exempt. You have to be honest. It's a program that demands, what does it say in our literature? It says it demands rigorous honesty. Rigorous honesty. I gotta, you know, uh, I think it's the most important thing, really. If you want to get this, if you want to get sobriety and want to have it as a regular thing, I think staying honest is the most important characteristic, and that's something that when we come into the recovery, it's like a foreign thing because I think the most common trait amongst alcoholics and addicts when we first come in here is our lack of honesty. Until we get rigorous honesty and like it says, it's a like I mentioned, it's a program that demands rigorous honesty, and until we're rigorously honest, I mean, we're not going to have what we need to get by in life and recovery as a person. The ideal thing is for me when I first come into recovery. I don't know it at the time, but I'm seeking, you know, to change myself. Change is important too, but honesty. I grew up dishonest. I mean, if I was honest when I was growing up, that would have been a fantastic thing. But a lot of times I think my dishonesty was to protect myself from harm, get myself out of harm's way, and kind of keep myself at bay from, like people judging me or criticizing me or whatever. I just know that, the best thing that I can do on a given day is be completely and rigorously honest. Matter of fact, we got a piece of literature that we read at the beginning of every meeting. It's called How It Works. And in that very first paragraph, it mentions honesty 3 times in the first paragraph. So, just to show you how important honesty is, I have to, gotta be totally honest. I gotta be honest with myself. I gotta be honest with you guys. And I gotta be honest with God, my higher power, God. Jesus, whoever you want, whoever your higher power is, that's fine with you, but mine is Jesus. And it took me a while to realize, but he's my savior, he's my helper, he's my friend, he's my overseer of my life. He watches over me and keeps me safe and keeps me protected. He is the one that makes my life worthwhile, and I need to be honest with him. If I'm lying to him, then I'm lying. Period. I'm lying to everybody. You know. Yeah, I could lie to you guys and probably get away with it, but what good is that? What good is that? I want to be known for my integrity, not my dishonesty. Or like what I can get out of life, what I can get out of people. No, I don't want to be known for that. I want to be known for, my integrity and my, just that I'm a decent person, and and I need to do that on a daily basis when I wake up. You know, I remember when I was active, and I don't want to be active again, because that's just a deceitful way to live. And how could I talk to you guys about goodness and staying sober and honesty and all this stuff if I'm not adhering to these principles too? These principles are the utmost importance in my life today. You know, I got up today, and I don't know, it's been gloomy again. Yesterday was a little bit gloomy. Today's a little bit gloomy and a lot of rain. And I looked on the weather pattern for next week or so, and it's a lot of rain. And honestly, I don't like it. I mean, it's okay, but it does affect my attitude. It affects my attitude because I have the meeting down the park. It affects my attitude because it's dark and gray and the sun ain't out. It's hidden. But I want a good attitude anyway, even though it's cloudy and gray. And I can do that. It's just a matter of my attitude. And yeah, that's honesty. It kind of gets my goat, when I get up and it's gray again, and I know, oh, I wonder if anybody's gonna come. I gotta let go of all that stuff. I gotta leave it to God, because yeah, it's all His. It's all His. I wake up and I ask Him to help me through the day, and part of helping me through the day is realizing that He's the one that's in control, not me. And I absolutely need Him. I need Him. I need Him for everything. I would not consider going through the day without God. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. And I have to watch out, because I have flaws too. And if I'm going down the wrong road, and my flaws are starting to come out, I got to come to the place where it's like, all right, Lord, take them. Please take them. Take them. I don't want to be a dishonest. I don't want to be a nasty person. I want to be decent. I want to be decent to other people, to myself, and God. And that includes everything, through everything. I woke up this morning, and God gave me another day, and I have to say that I appreciate it. With all my heart, I appreciate the fact that He gave me this day. Today is Thursday. It's May 15th, 2025. And this is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm glad that You gave me this day, Lord. Another day above ground is a good day. And here I am, with you guys. And, my life's not that complicated. I could complicate the heck out of it, but for the most part, it's not. And it's pretty simple. I wake up, I come to Him and ask for help, because I need help. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't do this thing on my own. I could leave God out of the equation, but nothing good's going to come out of that. So I come to the Lord, and I ask Him to, hold my hand, put Your arm around me, help me to be the best I can be today, and help me be nice to people, and help me be a decent person walking in Christ, together, and giving it to You piece by piece, and He won't forsake you. He will not forsake you. My Lord is good. My Lord is kind. My Lord loves to give. He loves to give to His children. And if you're not a child of God, then it's as simple as asking Him, and He will not forsake you. What did He say? Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly of heart. You shall find rest unto your souls. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. You know, if you got a heavy burden and your yoke is hard, it can be easy. You know, Jesus said, just come to him. Come to him and he'll help you. He'll help you carry that heavy load. And, you know, that's so true. You know, and, you know, for many, many years, I didn't know that. Just thought that, you know, we're left on our own to fend for ourselves and to deal with life the best we know how. You know, I was at a meeting one time, and this fellow at the meeting said, well, I don't know. I'm going to just do the best I can and hope for the best when I die. Okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, fella. That ain't going to work. That's all you're gambling your eternity on a stupid fact like that. Hope for the best. I have the one that I could hope for, hope with. I have the one that can answer all my problems in my life. And I didn't when I first came in, but I hooked up with the Lord, with Jesus. I hooked up with him because when I came in, I lost the desire to drink, and he's been with me ever since. And I haven't had it back in going on 33 years, you know. And what is that but a miracle? You know, that I don't have to fight this thing every freaking day. Thank God I don't. I don't have to, and I will not. I will not, because, you know, I don't, you know, I have all the help that I need between God and people. God puts people in my life. You know, situations. He puts situations in my life too. You know, and I'm not alone. I'm not alone anymore. And I'm glad I'm not alone, because, you know, if I had to do this thing alone, I'd fail. Without God, I'd be nothing. I'd be a shell of a man. But with God, I can do all things with God's help. And I'm happy about that. That's the greatest news I could ever hope for. That's the most fantastic news I could ever hope for. That, yeah, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I'll never leave you nor forsake you, he said. And how great is that? You know, how about people? People let you down. They'll let you down. And I'm not saying that to down people, because I'm a people too. But they can't be trusted on. You can't put your faith in them. They will let you down. And it's just such a flimsy thing to hope for. You know, I've hoped on people before and been let down tremendously. Expectations. But again, back to honesty. You know, today I want to be as honest as I can. And God knows He knows everything about me anyway. He knows all my thoughts. He knows what I'm thinking. He knows what I want to do. He knows my motives. I can't hide that from Him. So therefore my conscience is on, and that's good, because it's going to keep me in check. What was that freaking cartoon movie? Let your conscience be your guide. Yeah. He knows I have a conscience today, and that I don't want to do the wrong thing. I do want to do the right thing. And off to a good start today. I'm happy to be with you guys today, and you know, it's my pleasure to come to you and to you know, and to be with you. And I wish you guys would give me a like and subscribe, you know, and give me a comment. You know, I'll talk to you about anything you want. You know, about alcoholism, about recovery, about anything. And I'm glad that you guys are with me today. And I love you all. and God bless.